to me about your character role. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Talk to me about your character role, Terry.
So Terry, this season or Terry in general?
Take me back to season 1. On up to now where we are, season 3.
Terry is a guy that he's the little brother that always felt like he was the bigger brother. And Lucille, their mother, she always says that she wished Terry came out first because he swears he's the big brother. So Terry always had that thing about himself. And in this season, season 3, he finally gets to take on that role and start leading because, you know, the brothers split up. Meech becomes the underdog in Atlanta, so he's trying to start from scratch. And Terry is like already have what they had because of him, what him and his brother did. So he's like, you know, becoming that top dog, but he also has a crazy chip on his shoulder and this edge because of the shootout that happened at the end of season 2. So he feels like he has something to prove, and he got to make sure that people don't look at him like he's weak and he can't hold his own. So he's a little aggressive this season. Yeah.
That. I love your character, and I love the fact that you're also a father in this series. Let's be clear, right? But let me ask you something. If you were able to swap character roles with anyone in this particular series, who would you swap roles with and why?
I think B. Mickey. I think so. So originally, a lot of people don't know this. I went out for both characters. Yeah. B. Mickey and Terry. So. I would just love to see how the fans would have reacted had I played B. Mickey. You know, like I think it would be interesting, you know.
I love that. And what is one word that you live by every single day of your life? What is that one word that keeps you going in life?
One word? God. Yeah. God, 100%. Yep. Yeah.
Congratulations on everything. I see you on the inside. Congrats on everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
you.
Thank
you so much. You too. I am doing.
You look great. I love that dress.
Oh, thank you so much. And I love your suit. I don't listen. Let me just be serious for a moment.
I tried.
Listen, talk to me because clearly you have filled some extremely big shoes in this role.
Not done yet.
And I know. We're at the premiere for season 3, season 4 underway. Like, how did you prepare for this role and everything that you said yes to? Like, how did you prepare for this?
This experience is still very surreal to me because I never could imagine myself acting ever in life. You know, when it was brought to me, I had to go to acting classes and I had to learn how to do something I've never done before, and I had to be good at it in a little amount of time. But I found what I'm placed on this earth to do. I love acting, and I know that it's for me because I'm comfortable doing it, and I have confidence. And it's amazing, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a father's son to be able to tell their story, you know, especially with them being still living right now. So I'm proud and I'm excited and I'm thankful that Starz and Lionsgate is letting me be able to tell my family story, you know, and I just want to keep being the best actor I can be and keep excelling.
Talk to me about the day in the life of living in your shoes and what is it like? In what ways has saying yes to this opportunity, you know, changed your life moving forward professionally and personally? Because I can only begin to imagine.
And I want to be able to help the youth. Like, I want to be able to help kids and show them that it could be done. Because I did it. I was the same kid who didn't think that they could do it. I was the same kid who was looking up at my father's shoes like, how am I supposed to feel that? You know, it's hard to stick with something and know you're good at it and have confidence. That's why we always have to teach the youth anytime we get a chance and help them and guide them along the way, because people don't have a lot of people in their ear, in their corner, to help motivate them. So we have to motivate the youth and show them it can be done so they can believe it can be done.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So nice to meet you. I'm doing amazing. So talk to me about your character role, Beautiful, and how this opportunity came about for you, first and foremost, and secondly, what is it that the fans and the viewers can expect to see with you this season?
For me, you know, 50 executive produced this show. He's a mentor and one of my closest friends. So once Power ended and there was an opportunity to do something here, I wanted to be a part of it. BMF is based on a real story, and it's super exciting. And my character is, you know, trying to see the potential in a younger man and getting herself in really crazy situations because of that. And this season, she's tested even more, and you start figuring out, like, well, why or how far, you know, are you gonna continue doing this? Women are like, stop already, let him go. You done got shot in the leg, like, so it's just a crazy ride. But I guess they say love makes you do crazy things.
This is true, Lala. In what ways do you feel like you personally can connect with your character as a woman?
I think we all know a Marquisha. We all know a woman who's caught up in someone's potential and waiting for a man to reach his potential, and you could wait for that forever. But I think we all can relate to that character.
And if you can wrap up this series in season 3 in particular in 2 to 3 words, what would those 2 to 3 words be?
Say unpredictable and a lot of tension. Yes.
Thank you so much, Lala. Thank you.
Good, how are
So listen, I'm doing amazing. So listen, there is only a red carpet talking to mama. Okay. Talk to me. Listen, I am ready. Oh my God, I feel like I saw so many layers of you, and I feel like in season 2, I saw some of those layers coming off. You were bolder. You were more fierce, you know, and I absolutely was obsessed with the love that you had for your son. Talk to me about how this project initially came about for you. Yeah. And something tells me in real life, that's genuinely who you are.
You know what? There's so many things that Miss Lucille and I share in common, and I think one of the biggest things is our spirituality, and she's such a giving person and caring for others, and she's the anchor of the family, and I'm inspired by that. I feel like I'm the anchor. I try to be in many ways for other people. It's hard to be the anchor for myself. But I can anchor everybody else like really good, you know. But it's been a real blessing to, you know, and I'm so honored to have the opportunity to walk in her shoes and tell her story. Yeah, because you don't often hear her side of the story. You know, in most crime dramas and stuff, you don't really see the family and where they come from or why they have become who they have become. And you know, one of the things that I always say is that they come from a broken neighborhood and not a broken family, you know. And so they've really been set up and they've grown up with black love, you know, and that's one of the things that really inspired me most about doing this show.
You know, one particular part of your character as mom, you know, was quite interesting and intriguing for me to personally process. That dynamic between being a wife, standing behind your husband, listening to him, particularly when it came to your son, Big Meech, you know, but also still being his shoulder, showing up for him. Like, how did you balance the two, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that was like a challenging thing to do because it's like, I don't want to choose between my son and my husband, you know. I mean, that's the man I love, and at the same time, you know, based on the history that I know, the real Miss Lucille, like, family is everything. And so, like, you know, you can't kick your babies to the curb, you know, no matter what they're doing. So she loves, and she loves hard, you know, and yeah, and I'm just glad that they did find a way that she found a way to try to navigate both sides, you know. It's difficult though, you know, yeah.
Before I let you go, what can we expect to see with you in season 3 that we did not get in season 1 or 2?
Girl, okay. So the end of season 2, but wait, not even the end of season 2. Most of season 2, I was mad as hell. Girl, mad. Okay, Lucille was mad and Nicole was mad. Okay, yes. And so having the opportunity to actually address the situation on the show was very empowering. And so I was really so happy that I had that scene with my best friend. Right, and I got to really speak, you know, and be honest with Charles. And this season it's going to be more of that because she's always, you know, like you were saying, like she's navigating everybody else's life in a way. And so and now, you know, the boys are kind of gone and things are just shifting and stuff. And it's like, wait a minute, who's there to really listen to me or take care of my stuff, and the person that's going to take care of you most is you. And so she's learning to do that for herself and stepping out on faith and empowering herself to do some new and different things, and I'm excited about it.
And I'm excited to see you, honey.
Girl, she got some surprises up her sleeve. Okay.
Connect as an African American man to the BMF story in general, in addition to a black man in Hollywood?
Well, one of the things that's most important to me is the acknowledgement that there are as many ways to be black, Latasha, as there are black people. We deserve that kind of recognition, that we are a complex people, we're a diverse group of people, we're not a monolith in terms of the way we think and present ourselves in life. And so that's what I have to say in terms of being in this business, period. And that's important, I think, to receive all the different images, the different kinds of talent, the different kinds of characters, the full spectrum. And then as far as this particular show, woo, this gives me a chance to show yet an entirely different side of my range, which is what I'm known for in this business, is my range, to be able to do comedy, drama, action, all of it. And without giving away any spoilers, let me just try and give you a couple of words that will describe what's coming up here. Explosive, unpredictable, shocking, and fiery. Even my character's name, okay? To be playing the character of Blaze. Now, when you think of Blaze, I know for me, when I think of Blaze, I think of a fire. Now, what is a fire? It's bright, it's fiery, and you know what else it is? Dangerous. A fire is dangerous. And the relationship between my character and my character's daughter, played by the wonderful Ren King, she's playing the character of Henrietta, AKA Henry. So even right there, you have the gender identification topic versus, for my character, old school thinking about that very subject. So what do you have? Conflict. We have conflict with business versus blood. A lot of conflicts.
You have been doing this television thing for quite some time.
Yes.
Listen, you're a young man, but you've been in the game for a lot of years. How does this particular character role and project measure up to others that you have taken on in the past throughout your career?
It's the piece of a pie that I'm incredibly proud of. Because again, to be able to represent and portray so many different kinds of characters, it speaks to my love for the craft, and to be able to be acknowledged by my peers for my range. It means the world to me.
One word that you live by every day of your life. What is that one word that keeps you going every single day of your life?
Grit. That's one of my favorite words on the planet. That we not only need for any actors, aspiring actors in this business, you must have a belief in oneself, and in that belief, you have to have grit. Because if you don't have grit, this is a very difficult business. Between the rejections, the politics, the name game. But once you start to put that stuff in perspective and realize how fickle the game is, then you don't take it as seriously, you don't take it as personally as one might without that knowledge. So grit and a belief in oneself. I know that's not, I gave you your one word, but a belief in oneself, you gotta have that, not only in this game for sure, but to me in life. In order to thrive, you gotta believe in yourself. It's a pleasure. All right.
Red carpet and not talk to you, Mr. DDG himself. Listen, talk to me about this season 3 premiere of BMF. Like, prior to this series coming to the big screen, were you already familiar with the story in any way? Were you familiar with Big Beach Meech past? Like, talk to me.
Yeah, I know about the history behind the show, but I'm still finishing up season 2. So
Where are you at in season 2?
I'm on like the 5th episode. Yeah.
You looking forward to season 3?
I am. Hopefully I'm on season 4.
Okay, I know.
Come on now. I'm what they missing, right?
Listen, can we expect to see you in season 4? You kind of giving me a little tidbit there.
I don't know. Ask 50 Cent, man. I don't know.
I love it. Talk to me because you're also, listen, a musician. You got so many things going on for yourself. And first of all, congratulations on your baby. It would be remiss of me to not mention that. How do you juggle it all? How do you juggle your professional life, your personal life, being a new dad, your music, listen, your fashion, everything?
I don't know, to be honest, but honestly, being a dad is like, I feel like it's just second nature for me for some reason. I always wanted to be a dad, so it's like, it's very easy for me to be present because I want to be, you know? So I don't look at it as like a extra job or responsibility. It's just something that I just know how to do. Everything else, I just been doing it for so long, it became easy.
And if you weren't doing everything that you have going on right now in Hollywood, in the music industry, etc., what is it that you would be doing?
I think I'd be a manager, to be honest. I'd be a manager. Anything, social media, music, whatever. I know how to make people like elevate, stay relevant, stay in the people's face. So, you know, I feel like that's a talent of mine.
I love it. Do you want any more kids before I let you go?
I do. I want another boy, but I ain't rushing it.
Thank you so much. It was so nice talking with you. Congratulations on everything. First of all, can I just say I love your blazer. You got on my favorite color, and I love the fact that you have on velvet.
Yeah, your guys got green on as well. Money green.
Money green. Listen, it's a money night. Talk to me, Jeremy, about what brings you out tonight to the season 3 premiere of BMF, especially being that you're an actor, an Emmy Award actor, and a comedian.
Yeah, thank you. I love the show. I grew up on the north side of Chicago.
I grew up in Chicago. Get out of town.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Emerson High School. Yes, ETHS. Go Wild Kids. Yeah. So I was the only white boy on my football team, and I grew up in the culture listening to old school hip hop when it was new. That's how old I am. You know, back in the day, and I love this show, and I love the cliffhangers, and I'm a friend of Lala's, and I love that. You know, she's just killing the game. She's really great, and not necessarily a background in acting, but there's something very natural about it to her. Some people have it or they don't. She has it. So I'm just here to support. And also, believe it or not, my movie Sweetwater is nominated for an NAACP.
Which is, if I'm not mistaken, March 15th, March 16th.
Yeah, March 16th.
Do you have your winning speech ready already?
I would just say, if I were to win an NAACP award, I would say, now that's white privilege. But that's dangerous. But the reality is, I would say that as a self-deprecating joke and then go on to say that it would make sense because I played Joe Lapchick, the coach of the Knicks, that brought Sweetwater Clifton into the NBA, the first African-American to sign with the NBA. So I'm not a hero, but I was playing a hero to the black community. And so it was an honor.
Absolutely, and I love it. First of all, good luck on your NAACP nomination. My fingers crossed. Listen, I'm excited for you. My fingers are crossed for you taking home the win. Where do you keep your 3 Emmy Awards at? Because you're a 3-time Emmy Award winner from Entourage. Talk to me. Where are those Emmys at today?
I keep my Emmys 3 in a row. Who's counting me? I keep them on a shelf with my Golden Globe. I won the Golden Globe the year that it was a writer's strike and it wasn't televised. Yes. So as soon as they said it will not be televised, I was like, I'm winning. And they handed it to me in my driveway, and I made a speech to no one, and it's on my shelf. So no one knows I won a Golden Globe until now.
Listen, well, the world definitely knows now. Okay, let's be clear. Talk to me before I let you go about any projects that you're currently working on. You got anything happening on Broadway? I know that you also have a Broadway background. Anything that we should be on the lookout for?
I have completed a film that my sister adapted and directed called The Performance, where I play a tap dancer in 1937 who is Jewish and dances for Hitler. So it's heavy, and yet funny and original, and we premiered it at the Palm Springs Film Festival, and I couldn't be more proud of it. So The Performance, it's coming.
Can you drop a date for us?
It's in the works. So as we speak, we're looking for a home for this. And you know, I'm old, so I've done 80 movies, and this is the best one I've done in my life. So get ready.
I love it. Listen, get ready and stay ready. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Congratulations on everything. Look forward to seeing you at the NAACP.
Yes, I'll see you.
All right,
Okay.
you will.
Bye.
Thank you for being here.
Listen, I feel like I don't know where to start. I feel like I need to just pull back because you're the showrunner behind this amazing series. Have you been a showrunner from the beginning up until now, season 3?
No, so Randy Hungitz is the creator. He's a Detroit native, and he was the showrunner the first 2 seasons, but had a health complication. So he brought me in as his right hand, and so 50 asked me to take over the reins, so it's been a huge honor to be Randy's right hand.
And that makes me want to ask, like, what has this journey been like? Saying yes to this opportunity, like, I can only imagine, like, the ups and downs, the good, the bad. Like, talk to me about it.
Oh yeah, this has been life-changing. The dream is always to be a showrunner, you know, and getting to elevate others the way that Randy empowered me. So now to be in a position to help people achieve their dreams and elevate writers and actors of color also has been an honor.
And compared to other projects that you've been a part of, how does this particular series measure up?
Okay, so Randy and I, we met on Power, the original one, okay? So BMF isn't your average drug show because at the heart of it, it's about family, brotherhood, loyalty. And I think the family aspects is what's so universal and that everyone can relate to. And then I also love the faith components of our series. So I think that's what makes it special.
Family and the faith aspect kind of intermixed in the two.
Yeah, and I cannot wait for you to watch this episode tonight, react to the family elements, because it's been such a pleasure sitting in the screenings. The audience loves the family scenes, and that's what everybody's talking about.
I love it. Well, congratulations on all of your success. I'm absolutely obsessed with the series, and I can't wait to check out this episode tonight and the entire rest of the season. Congratulations on season 4.
Thank you. Yes, and you're going to get to check out season 4 too.
Because you guys are going to start filming, I believe, in the fall in Atlanta.
No, in a couple weeks. Yeah.
Buckle up. Thank you.
Space Baby, that's our theme this year. Randy picked it, and because the stories are going to be out of this world.
Thank you so much. Congrats on everything. You as well. Well, how are you today? I'm looking good. Listen, your suit is looking even better.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot for that.
You have to talk to me about your character, Kevin, that you play in the season 3 series of, BMF. Talk to me about what the fans and the viewers can expect to see coming from your character this go round.
So Kevin had already ended off on like the lowest point of his life at that point in season 3 or season 2. And so with this, he's just picking right back up from there. And he's like, he doesn't know anything to do. Like the worst thing he's done is probably like steal a comic one time. You know what I mean? And so I feel like you can really expect a roller coaster. You know what I mean? You can really expect to feel what Kevin is feeling at the times that he's feeling stuff. You know what I mean?
Talk to me about how this project came about for you and how this role initially, not necessarily fell in your lap, but, became a real life opportunity for you.
So it started off like when I do my auditions, I do it and I just don't think much of it because like that's like the mindset that I have. It's like if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. If it's not, it's not. And so I got the I think it was a callback, and so I did it, and still I wasn't thinking of it because I get a lot of callbacks, and then I'm told that I got booked for it. I'm like, okay, wow, okay, this is new, and I didn't really think BMF was that big, you know what I mean? So I didn't know the impact that it would have, But then we started filming. First of all, amazing filming. Like the film, cast, crew, everything on it, just amazing. It was a good experience. And then after the season came out, I started getting recognized in public. That's like such. I was like, okay, wait, this show is really big, huh? Like, wow. And so yeah, it was really fun.
In what ways has your life, transformed and changed for the best, both professionally and personally, being a part of this series?
So BMF has given me a lot of extra experience. Like I haven't had on-set experience, but that has given me a lot more. And with being in public and stuff, I love getting asked like, "Ain't you an actor?" Like that's always the same like question. They see me, they're like, "You look really familiar. Are you an actor?" I'm like, "Yeah." You watch BMF? And like, "Yeah, Kevin." I'm like, it's like I feel like it makes me feel good that I've had an impact on like the characters, or the people in like the real world stuff.
Well, congratulations on all of your success, and cheers to so much more. Thanks for talking with me. Thank you.
I'm so excited to celebrate, and I'm so honored to be a part of the show. And I just feel like this season has a lot of action, a lot of turmoil, a lot going on without giving too much. And I want the fans to fall in love with all the new characters that's coming in this season. So. How she gets to open up, that I can share, that she gets to just open up, be herself. I'm trying not to give too much, We're going to see some talent. You're just going to see like a big arc in her story throughout the show. Right now, BMF is. I really can't talk about other projects yet because they're kind of on the hush right now, but we'll keep you posted. Thank you.
Listen, you are showing up sparkly and bright just like your role. Nicole, talk to me about being a part of this project. And what has this entire process been like for you, from the beginning up until where you are now, season 3, and soon to be season 4 also?
Yep. I'm excited. I'm super grateful and humbled to be a part of a project like this, one that is about a true story of two people that have just ignited the culture, black culture. And when I first booked it, I was like 15, and I turned 16 the first season on set. And so I, just getting into acting. I wasn't just getting into acting, but it was one of my first roles. And so I was really excited about it. And I feel like I've grown a lot. I've been able to watch people like Russell Hornsby, Michole Briana White, Da Vinci, being able to soak up information from them and, all kinds of things. So I'm excited.
And I feel like from season 1 up until season 2, I personally have seen a huge transformation with your role. Listen, you are growing up. You are maturing. What is it that the viewers and the fans can expect to see with your character in season 3?
Well, in season 3, the growth doesn't stop. Nicole sort of notices this season that the family is kind of splintering, and everyone is kind of going through their own ways and going their own ways and individualizing, and so she decides to do that for herself. She's growing up, she's becoming a young adult, and so she's making her own decisions. Sometimes, not great decisions, but all in all, she's growing up, and she's reclaiming her time, I think, this season. And so I think I'm excited to see how fans react to that.
Can we expect to see your father lighten up a little? Girl, listen, because he is, I'm like, Jesus, will you just kind of lighten up a little bit? Can we see him just kind of, pull back just a little bit and not be so freaking hard on all of you, especially me?
I'll say that Charles has his own sort of issues that he's going to deal with this season, and so he don't have any room to be talking about it. Everyone is growing this season. Everyone's going through growth and transformations.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing all the magic that you will be bringing to the screen in season 3, and congratulations on season 4.
Thank you so much.
BMF season 3 premiere without talking to you as you wink your eyes at me. Listen, talk to me, Mark, and lick your tongue out at the same time.
Beautiful.
Listen, Marco, were you familiar with Big Misha's story and just the Black Mafia family, whole journey prior to the series coming to life?
Definitely, I was part of I used to, back in the day, my daddy used to run with them. So he started running with them, and I remember my daddy being with BMF, and he used to have a lot of drugs. And I remember one time I was in the car, he put it under my car seat, because that's what they used to do. They used to put it under the car seat in there, under the back. And then, I know I did it.
It's so hard for me to believe that you are truly music. You being for real.
Because they went from Atlanta, and they was in the Bay.
Well, they went from Detroit to Atlanta.
Yeah, and then they was messing with the Bay, and a lot of people came to Atlanta. From the Bay, people from J Diggs, a lot of people. And then my daddy was Big Marco.
So, just for the ass, what was your daddy name?
Marco. It was Marco Polo. That's what they used to call him. Yeah. And
Marco, listen, for the people out there who do not know what it is that you do and who you are, I know who you are. Let's be very clear. Tell the people who you are.
I'm a person that I'm a realist. I'm a baddie. Nah, I'm sorry. I always wanted to say that. But I'm just somebody that just like living my truth and understand that you can go far, but don't go too far. So my life is like a car. Like I got enough gas to get me there, but not enough to go all the way. If that makes sense.
First of all, you look amazing. Can I just say I love this lavender and like this Heather gray mix. Listen, Jason, step up to me, right? I want to know, because you're obviously one of the cast members of season 3, and you're also a recurring cast member. What has it been like being a part of this project, especially being that it's pretty much a real life story?
Yes.
So I'm so interested to hear like what the journey has been like for you.
Wow. So you know, I'm born and raised in Atlanta. That's my home. So like knowing that in high school we would drive by 85 and see this big sign that says "The world is yours, BMF." I'm like, who is that? And then going to the clubs and seeing them pull up 50 deep in these nice cars, like who are these cats? And just knowing that they had an impact on Atlanta, right? And so now we get to tell that story and dig deeper into what that was and how they lived in their real life. Because one thing is the glitter and the glam is one thing, but then their real life and what they were living and experiencing, that's a whole nother level. And I'm glad we get the chance to see that.
I love that. And the thing is that this is such a, we know what type of story this is, right? A somewhat poverty-stricken, you know, struggling, hardship, you know, gang banging, drug dealing type of story.
Correct.
But it also, I personally feel like encompasses so much more than that. I do feel like there are, you know, some positive aspects of the story. What are some of those positive, you know, tidbits that you personally will pull out of being a part of this series?
Can I give spoilers? No. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I also believe it's a cautionary tale. So for young people who say, oh, this is the life, they see this life, right? Now they get to see, okay, this is a part of what is involved with that. You know what I'm saying? So also the family, the core family, like they fight for each other. They love each other. You know what I'm saying? So
although I do feel like they were a little bit too hard on me.
They were a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, they were. But you know, I think in family dynamics you have all the chasms, right? So we have to remember that these people are real people, you know? And so that's what I also take away. And another takeaway is for my character, he's from Atlanta. He represents the projects, and so he's like your Robin Hood. He's given to the young to the young people, right? Also, he's selling drugs. So it's like this tug of war, this duality. But once again, he's a human being, and we look at all the humanity in all these people.
Thank you so much, Jason, and I love that you just literally gave us a little drop as to what the fans and the viewers can expect to see with your character personally. Listen, let's enjoy this night.
Let's enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for sharing it. Ashe, thank you.
Favorite color. I love it, Miss KaMillion, so I definitely have to start by asking you, prior to this series hitting the big screen, were you already familiar with this story and Big Meech, you know, Pat?
As far as BMF? No, I was. Well, the BMF story I had heard, of course, you know, like, you hear stories about it, but it was a brave jump for 50 to say, I want to tell this story, because it's not the Hollywood
You feel me? And it's nothing made up. This should really happen. So I think it's just cool to watch, and especially with his son, like stepping in those shoes, having to learn. Like, people think acting is easy, and it's not. It's really a job. So shout out to him. Shout out to Lil Meech.
I love it. So you're obviously a music legend, and you're also an actress. What are some of the, hardships and struggles that you've had to overcome as an actress, as a black woman in Hollywood, to get to where you are right now?
I think the things that I've had to overcome is just finding the opportunities. There's so many talented black women, but we never get those opportunities because we don't know about agents. We don't know about TV managers. I didn't have that before I got into rap shit, So I just think finding where the opportunities are so that you can shine and be great. Yeah.
And what is the one word that you absolutely live by every single day of your life? Like, what's that one word that keeps you going, sis?
You got this shit. You got this shit. Oh, well, that's more than one word.
Report it. I love it.
One word? Yeah, consistency. Consistency. Yeah.
And that's why you're here today on this red carpet, honey, at this BMF Season 3 premiere. Thank you so much, KaMillion, for chatting with me. It was good talking with you also. You look so good. Beautiful. Please. Just a switch. Talk to me, Tammy. What brings you out today, this evening, at this amazing Season 3 premiere of BMF?
I'm excited to be here. I play Peaches on Seasons 2 and 3, so I'm excited to see what's coming up.
Listen, talk to me about your character and what the fans and viewers can expect to get from Peaches in Season 3 that they absolutely did not get in Season 2.
Well, Season 2, Peaches was doing some foul stuff, She was a little bit wild and crazy, but, I think it's going to get a little wilder and crazier in Season 3, so.
Why do you think it's so important for us to bring stories like this, real life stories, such as Big Meech, to the big screen and to Hollywood?
Because it's a story that needed to be told. Like, it's got so many different elements to it, so many different layers, and it really had everybody involved. It wasn't just one genre of people. It was like all different types of people all in this big movement, and it's a movement, so.
Yes, beautiful. And before I let you go, talk to me about how you personally connect with Peaches as a character. You, Tammy, the beautiful woman that you are, in what ways can you personally connect with Peaches?
Well, Peaches was, K9's ride or die. I'm a ride or die. She was, the boss chick who would do the deals with the Arabs and stuff like that, and in Detroit. So I feel like I'm a businesswoman as well, and I'd be able to handle all that. The cheating and, the snitching, I don't know about that, but.
Listen, Peaches is coming forward with so many different layers, and listen, all those layers, you are just not fitting in.
That's right,
Thank you so much, Tammy, for talking with me. Let's go inside and enjoy this night. You look amazing. You look beautiful.
So do you. Have a great night.
What the hell? We all know, baby. Amazing. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Talk to me about this BMF Season 3 premiere and what brings you out tonight. That's first and foremost. And then I'm more interested to hear in what ways are you personally able to relate to this story?
Well, first of all, big fan of the show. Huge fan of the show. Huge fan of the 50 universe, all the shows. But BMF is one of my favorite shows because it's based off, Big Meech. You know what I mean? And so, it's interesting, and it's very beautiful to watch that his son is that's what drew me to it at first. I'm like, yo, your son is about to play you. That's crazy. But it's such a really. First of all, look, anything that's all black cast, okay, and there's a majority black cast in it, and it's just a great show, man. Like, I watch it at midnight. I don't wait. Yeah. I went up here. I got the app. I'm watching it at midnight. Yes. And I think the show relates to me, and it's a lot of family stuff that nobody talks about, and especially like with the church background too, which I think is very fascinating too. So it's man, I really love the show. I love the way they display the brotherhood too. I mean, that's what's going to be interesting about when we see, well, I'm excited about tonight because, he just kind of cut off his homeboy who he's friends with since childhood. So, what this dude turn on him? It's very interesting. So I've been trying not to Google nothing. So whatever it is, I'm gonna just watch it. Yes.
Listen, so do you feel like this is one of those series that the story just obviously continues to get better and better and better?
Well, it gets better and better, but also it's like it's interesting because series like this can't last, right? Because once you get to whatever, well, maybe it can because.
How long it's gonna go? Because I know obviously we're the season 3 premiere, and then they also just got the season 4 slate as well. So I'm like, what seasons is gonna go on?
It could keep going because they reign. BMF was doing their thing for a while, yo. Now it's funny we talking about this because I heard recently that Meech is probably about to get out of jail soon.
Listen, now you know I was about to go there to see if there's anything you can share with me about that because I believe he's supposed to be released next year.
That's what I heard. I was watching something before I got here and I was reading something about it. So that's actually could be a whole nother when he gets out, and you could do a season just what happens in jail, which probably be even crazier. So yeah, I don't know.
Listen, Lil Rel, before I let you go, what is it that we can expect to see coming from you? Are you currently working on any projects, any secrets you can share with me today? Spill the tea.
I'm about to let you know. So I'm making my directorial debut. I'm directed a horror comedy by the name of Haunted Heist. I'm starring in it also. I'm so excited about it. It's I feel like it's the next chapter of my career, my life. Producing and directing has been one of the top things, and this is a huge blessing for me. I just signed on to do another horror film. I can't tell you what it is yet, but I'm excited about it. And then Harold and the Purple Crayon, a movie I did for children, you know, based off the story book, Harold and the Purple Crayon, starring me and Zach Levy. And so it comes out August 2nd, theaters everywhere. It's a big movie. It's so good. I showed it to my family. They screened it for me at Sony a few weeks ago, and everybody loved it.
Thank you so much for chatting with me today, Lil Rel. I see you on the inside. Thank you.